sure you guys know who Candace Owens is. She is previously known as Red Pill Black. She has exploded into popularity after Kanye West sent out a tweet saying, "I like the way Candace Owens thinks." Also, even prior to that, though, the whole Red Pill Black thing was doing pretty well on its own, of course, because it was a token card. We're going to be looking at here is a crazy claim made by Candace Owens, and something that Dave Rubin mentions as well. So here's what Candace Owens said on Twitter. This was 6 days ago. She said, "So at BuzzFeed has spent the last week attempting to threaten current college students that I used to work with into giving statements about me. They told these young girls that if they didn't give statements, they would print their names, effectively a threat to ruin their lives." So she was claiming that basically this guy named Josh Bernstein, who's a writer for BuzzFeed, was writing an article on her, and that he was threatening the people who used to work with her in an attempt to sort of get this, deeper information and do sort of what you call like a mini investigation type of thing and get deeper into the issue. What she was claiming is that they were saying, "Give me this information or I'll print your name and essentially you'll be harassed for, however long or whatever amount of time." Now, here's what the Daily Caller says. This is interesting. So this is the Daily Caller. You guys know the Daily Caller is a right-wing propaganda news site. It's even worse than a place like Fox News. It's started by Tucker Carlson. So that should be pretty much all you need to know. But everything they do is, right-wing propaganda. So when they say this, you're going to be surprised. They say, "She refused to provide the Daily Caller with any evidence that the BuzzFeed reporter Joseph Bernstein had threatened the young woman if they did not cooperate with his report. The Daily Caller was able to review a private Facebook conversation between Owens and a former editor for Degree 180. A former editor informs Owens that Bernstein reached out to her for comment, but at no point he says he threatened her." So basically what happened is, and this is another, piece of evidence that Candace Owens is a complete bullshit artist, as she has been a sellout. She is a complete bullshit artist. So essentially what happened is, this guy, Joseph Bernstein, is this writer for BuzzFeed who was trying to write an article on Candace Owens, specifying certain things, talking about certain things, going into the past to look at different things that he wanted to look at. And usually when, authors do this, whether they're writing an article, they send a request for comment, essentially. They send your standard scripted email, if you want to respond to this, and, But she claimed that he was harassing them. And the Daily Caller asked her for evidence. No evidence whatsoever. None. Not even a fucking, hint of evidence. Not even a piece. Nothing whatsoever. No evidence provided whatsoever at all. The Daily Caller themselves got access to a private conversation between Candace Owens and I think it was an editor. Yeah, an editor, a former editor for Degree 180. So this is one of the people that used to work with her. That she's claiming were harassed. But this person, this editor says, they asked me to comment, yeah, but I wasn't being harassed. I wasn't threatened to be harassed. It's just a very, common, just fucking normal request for comment. Your normal ask request for comment. And then Dave Rubin tweets out saying, "I love the way Candace Owens tweets with fire emojis," which is embarrassing because it's like, this person is a fraud. She's a fraud. She's a liar. She's a smear merchant. This is ridiculous. This is just such bullshit. You can honestly smell it from a mile away. It's such garbage. Such, just fucking stupidity, man. This is a straight lie right out the books. And she was factually proven incorrect by this example that the Daily Caller, I repeat, the Daily Caller, this is not, some liberal haven MSNBC. This is the Daily Caller getting it. Not only that, do they have, affirmative evidence that was bullshit, but she on her own refused to provide any evidence whatsoever. So, this is completely fucking ridiculous. Candace Owens is a fraud. She always has been a fraud. Her entire career has been based on being fraudulent, just like Dave Rubin, being a sellout. Now we have more fraudulent activity coming from Candace Owens. She's just a dishonest piece of shit.